my voice will survive. And immediately some sweet trash talk from Yuki. Let's just take a look real quick at who's playing. But first, there we go. So bottom left, it's going to be, this is new. I'm going to say this wrong, but I think it's Siu Hen. I don't know how to say it. And Boom Bap. Boom Bap played last game. Played quite well, but unfortunately was dominated in the end. Top left, it's going to be XCal with Millionaire. Millionaire winning his first game, I believe, but losing the second. Top right, it's going to be Ami Alcove. I have not seen him in a while. With teammate Hybrid. Hybrid played last game with Boom Bap and unfortunately was taken out first. Bottom right, it's going to be Raynor with Vince. Vince played last game and unfortunately was unable to take out the superpower that was Team 3. That was just insane. If you guys tuned in last game, wasn't that nuts? I mean, he had an Archon, it was fantastic. Vince decided to bring out the Dark Archon, and it got sniped. 2 ghosts, pow pow, it was donezo. So, we'll see what happens in this game. Let's just take a look at the production. Holy crap, everybody's going Spectre. So, no tricks this time for our Zerg player, who is Vince. He played Zerglings last game, so no Zerglings this game. Apparently he has learned his lesson, but what is this? Somebody is bringing out a hero. It looks like Boom Bap. It's gonna be an Infestor. And oh, a Dark Templar coming out for Raynor. This will be interesting. And already there is some big battles going on in the middle. It looks like, don't know how to say his name. I'm gonna just call him Hang. Should I call him that? I don't know what the hell to call him. Sue? I'll call him Sue. What's up, Sue? I'll call him Sue. Sue is in big trouble right there. He was getting sandwiched by 2 different teams. He does pull out 2 oracles, though. I do hear the heat-seeking missile. I didn't see where it landed. I think it landed somewhere over here. Vince coming in for the cleanup. Surprisingly, Amelia Alcove not retreating. Meanwhile, the fungal goes down, and oh no, Raynor could be in trouble. Heat-seeking missile right in the middle of the armory from Boom Bap. And just a tiny little bit of cleanup from Sue. No big deal. XCal unsure of what to do. Just kind of walking back and forth. Meanwhile, there is a little bit of battle for the top and the right side Xel'Naga Tower. It looks like people are going heavy on the oracles, and a ghost coming out for Vince. I think that's going to be good considering all of the oracles that are out on the field. And not to mention that Infestor that, got Raynor once again with the oracle cleanup. And we could be seeing that kind of rotation with the fungal and the cleanup, unless those ghosts get incredibly lucky. And look, even Corruptor's coming out to try to counter the oracles. And, whoa, Hybrid coming out with Vikings. And I honestly think that the ghosts are going to have a great time, but oh no, the Medivac! What? Oh, I thought it was going to survive, but it did not. And also, Boom Bap, with the Observer, he killed something. It could have been a ghost. I didn't see it. No, I think it was the Infestor. Oh, yeah. Okay, Boom Bap losing the Infestor. Really unfortunate there. Meanwhile, there is some back and forth going on up top. Looks like some corruption did go down. Heat-seeking! Oh, and he actually targeted the Oracle. I think that was the wrong decision there. Getting the units early on is much better. And look at how easily these Oracles just clean up everything. Oracles are very good early on, especially against light units. Very, very good versus Marines. So we'll see how this plays out. Do have to be careful, though, with the Corruptors. They could do some good damage versus the Oracles if they are not careful. And I think you guys see the production just fine. I'm sure everybody knows what everybody is playing, so we'll just get rid of that for now. All right, so that Infestor should be back out on the field. Yep, there it is. Little baby Infestor. Just wants to puke on everybody. But already at half health and a heat-seeking missile, a second one, and whoa, the army for Sue is just absolutely creamed. That was a fantastic attack for Millionaire. Meanwhile, a huge army from Vince. He is going to load up in that Medivac. Let's see what happens. Raynor with the Raven. Needs to be careful. The Oracles could pick it off. Well, actually, I'm not sure. Do I sound super gay for you, Boom Bap? I sure hope so. The gayer, the better. Boom Bap. Boom Bap. I hope you win, big boy. Alright, so now we have 3 Corruptors, 4 Excal versus 3 Oracles. He doesn't have Corruption. There was a Fungal that went down on Excal's units. He is going to have to retreat. He lost quite a bit there. Shut the fuck up, Boom Bap. Alright, so Millionaire coming up from the side. What is he going to do against Sue here? He is battling him on the plateau. Oh, but the Fungal does come down on Millionaire, and he is going to lose those units. Meanwhile, the Oracle's coming in from behind. Is Excal expecting this? I'm not sure. His camera could be somewhere else. He is. He's looking at the bottom left. He's not paying attention to top right. He's just now seeing it, and surprisingly, top right did not make a very big play. Which he could have. They were a little bit out of position. And, whoa! Look at Raynor killing these units, and this is fantastic. We could see the Beetles into crawlers, and we've seen him use roaches to great effect before. We'll see if he can do it again. Vince with the superior position here, as he does have a few units on the high ground. He is going to be able to take out Emilialkov with no problem. There's Millionaire coming in with the turret. He is going to have vision just for a tiny bit. Now he does not. And he is in a superior position against Hybrid. Excal is blocking the way mid. Let's see how long he can keep this advance. I think that was a really good play for Millionaire. There is a ghost here, though, for Vince. What is he going to do? He started attacking something. He does have to be careful. And here they come. Here comes Raynor. He's just waiting for them to retreat, and Excal could be in so much trouble if he's not careful. And here he comes. Is he going to pop out? There it is. Yeah. Now, that wasn't the best for him. I think possibly staying in this area would have been the best, but either way, we're going to see plenty more where that came from. And I'm super excited to see it. Uh-oh! It looks like the Ghost was in a little bit of trouble there. He's so low on hit points. A Fungal does go down on the units here, and here comes Raynor. Is he going to be able to clean up anything here? It does look like he does see that Ghost. He wants it so badly. And he's got to be careful. The scan does go down, but it's not from them, so they don't quite know that those roaches are there. And here comes Vince. There is a drop, and the ghost lives with 2 hit points. The ghost survives, and a savior does come down. I can't believe they were able to make that ghost survive with only 2 hit points. That is insane. A medevac does go down for Team 4. And here comes the roaches. Oh, is Hybrid going to see this? I don't know if Hybrid is watching. There is a tiny little trail that you can see as they move. And look at the positioning here. Oh, he shouldn't have moved. Millionaire could be in huge trouble. Oh my gosh, and he is. Look at Raynor just absolutely decimating Millionaire. He's in such a bad position. He does do the recall, but not without losing almost all of his army. Oh my gosh, that was just fantastic from Raynor. However, Raynor did lose quite a bit of his roaches here, and he does need to conserve them just a little bit so that he can upgrade them. He doesn't want to remain beetles forever. He could upgrade them into crawlers. Possibly. Or maybe the... is the roach the upgraded? I do see beetles. Hold on, let's see if... well, this says roach. Apparently when they come out they say beetle. So I'm actually not quite sure. I need to touch up on my lore. They might be upgraded for all I know. I know that there are crawlers. The beetles could just be another variant. There are some units that are like that. If there's anybody from EU who can correct me on that knowledge, that would be fantastic. Just let me know in the chat. In fact, I'll take a look real quick and see. Nope, nobody in the chat has said anything different yet. There is a little bit of delay in the stream, so I'm sure I'll find out here pretty quick. Maybe Boom Bap, because I'm pretty sure he's listening to the stream. Maybe he can tell me. And here comes Roaches again. That was a little bit ballsy. In fact, that might have been really bad for Raynor. He does, however, get the recall out, and I think he had minimal losses there. Look at all of those roaches, though. There is some engagements going back and forth. Bottom left, a little bit of a drop from Vince. And it looks like Sue coming out with the Immortals. That's going to be pretty devastating, I think, versus the Beetles. They may not be... well, this says they're weak against Marauders and Reavers. But I'm pretty sure that Immortals do... well, I think they would do extra damage to Beetles, but I don't know the counter system. It could be different from the US. 10 minutes have passed. I'm gonna just assume that Beetle is the upgrade because I don't see anything that's different. In fact, let me just look. Mercenaries, here we go. Well, this says Roach. So I'm going to assume that they start off as Roaches and Beetle just must be an upgrade. I'm going to assume. I really don't know. Looks like a drop coming in to try to get that warp gate. It will not happen, but there could be a second drop. A scan does go down. Looking for possibly a ghost. There are a few Marines here. Really no threat, though, so he should be fine. But hey, possibly Raynor could see that. In fact, that would be a great snipe to get that compound with those roaches. But here come those sneaky, sneaky roaches. And this could be terrible. Oh my gosh, this is huge. This is going to be a great pickup for Raynor. Those units are in so much trouble. And just look at that army whittle away. Raynor with those beetles with, I mean, just spectacular fashion. Killing almost that entire army. And there was a successful drop that came down from Xcal, so no more Immortals coming out. Is he going to have enough to respawn that? And I don't think he does. I'm not exactly quite sure how much it costs to rebuild that compound. But I don't think he has enough, which is going to be devastating for Sue. He could be in huge trouble until he gets enough money to rebuild that compound. In fact, he needs to get out there and he needs to try to attack, get a little bit of money as much as he can. But oh no, these Ravens are going to come in, and oh, a fungal does go down. Opting to use turrets. There comes the Heat Seeker. He's losing army. He's got to be so careful that he doesn't lose too much army, or else he won't be able to rebuild that compound. In fact, he's lost almost all of his mortals, and this is just looking so bad for Sue. He's so screwed. Without that compound, he's not going to have units out for at least another 6 minutes until that extra resource spawns at the 30. And 6 minutes without units is bad. There is a Blinken. He does not focus the Medivac. Instead, focusing the units, and Boombap losing almost all of his Lancers here. That might have been a little bit of an accident, maybe a blunder, if you will. And look at Raynor just creeping. It's like, dan it, dan it, dan it, dan it, dan it, dan it. But unfortunately, he doesn't quite strike today. Oh, but he could possibly strike here. This would be a fantastic strike. And oh my gosh, Boopap was able to see it, and Raynor could be in huge trouble. Does he have the recall? I don't think he does. And whoa, he was able to get, I think, a ghost there. And Raynor is just saying, fuck it. He's going right in, and he's not being contested. Where's the save? There is a savior here. Oh, wow, and he's just... He didn't use the savior until right at the very end. And that could be a big problem for Boombap because he lost so many units here. In fact, Raynor coming in, he's saying, I don't care, I want the cybernetics core. And he gets it. That's incredible. And his beetles are still alive. Look at the armor that they have. They have 5 armor, 11 almost 12 armor here, and unfortunately Boombap is just not able to do anything. This could be the end for Team 1. In fact, I think Team 2 smells blood. Meanwhile, there is a little bit of back and forth going on the right side, and I want to see this fight, but I also want to see if bottom left survives, and it looks like they do, albeit barely. With Sue unable to get out those Immortals, he still doesn't have enough. And even if he did, these beetles are going to be able to come in. In fact, oh, he just revived it. Does Raynor see it? I don't think that he does. I don't think Raynor sees that it's there. If he does, he would attack it. Oh, he saw it right at the last minute. In fact, Xcal came in and got the snipe. And Raynor trying to pick up those units here, and he's getting so much money. Let's take a look at the score real quick, just to see how much points Raynor has. And Raynor is in a huge lead with 8,200. In fact, even reinforcing this, he is going to get the command center. He may have killed Team 1 a little bit too early. Only time will tell. And look at this. Even leaving them with just a tiny little bit of hit points. And Sue attacking his own structure, trying to deny it, but unfortunately doesn't do enough damage. And Raynor does get the win. Let's find out how many points he has after that. 8,700. The closest being Xcal at 6,500, now 600. And almost 50. That's crazy. That's at least a 2,000 almost.
Our forces are under attack.
Almost 2,200 lead, I would say. Almost. That's crazy. And these roaches are so strong. I love it when players get armor for the beetles. That's what they're best at. They don't need damage upgrades. It's great if they do, but really what they need is survivability, because they already do fantastic damage. They just need to get close enough. As you can see, their needle spines is melee, and that's what drives the damage up, is that they have to be real close. Speaking of close, this could be terrible for Hybrid. Oh, it looks like he's actually going to try to come in and snipe off the Shadow Ops. He does get it. That is fantastic. Another victory here for Raynor, picking off that compound. And look, he's even going in against the other compound and forces the save. He does bring back a few of his units. I think that was an incredibly smart move for Raynor, saving a portion of his army, and he has so many beetles back at base. He is almost at a full army, if you guys can see. He's only about 200 away, and that is just fantastic. He's in such a good position with these beetles, and top right is just getting completely hammered. He does have the Infestor, he does have the compound back, and Excal trying to snipe it. Instantly fungled, instantly shut down. Ugh. This is just fantastic. I love watching the beetles when they're used like this. It's so good. You can see the skill. I love it. This is what was needed, I think, last game for Fluffy when he had the crawlers. He needed just more opportunities to really capitalize on the armies, and he just didn't have it. And this is really smart. What's happening here is that Vince is going in and Raynor is staying burrowed, so that way he can have a front line to soak up all that damage and let Vince take control. Uh-oh, it looks like Raynor's actually going in top left. He's trying to get that compound. Instead, Hybrid was right there fighting. He could have possibly gotten that. But instead, no, Raynor is coming in and he's trying to get all these Marines, and just look at those Marines melt. And now he's finally going in after that compound, and I think he might get it. I don't know, the turrets are down. No, the turrets will save it for now. Whew. But look at all those roaches back at home. And there is a small little skirmish going down here. I didn't see exactly what happened, but I'm sure somebody benefited. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. Holy shit is all I can say. Team 4 is dominating with a combined score of almost 20,000. The next team that comes even close to it is at 14,000 combined points. That is 6,000 more than anybody else. I'm going to have to call it here. It looks like, unless bottom right makes huge mistakes, I'm pretty sure Team 4 is going to win with no problems whatsoever. In fact, a drop coming down from Raynor. He does get it. That's fantastic. Nice job by Raynor. He does force yet another savior, and these saviors are so late that they don't do that team any good. And so now there's only one save left. A couple of seekers trying to pick off some money there, and they do get a little bit. And just finishing up the turrets, no biggie. This is interesting. Does he have... He has beetles in his medevac. That's interesting. That does give them much faster mobility. He's able to get them onto the ground faster instead of just burrowing them. And I think that's what he wants, because here he comes, and look at the positioning. He has roaches up front to soak that damage with Marines in the back. This is fantastic positioning. But no, here comes the fungal, and he does fungal a majority of the army. A nice cleanup here. But again, that savior comes so late, and the price that they pay is so heavy. Again, losing that facility, the compound is gone, which means no spawning for Hybrid. He does not have enough to respawn it. So this is looking bad for top right, and in fact, if Raynor and Vince know that, they will go straight away, and they could be. There's no scans going down yet. I hear some scans going down. It's actually top left looking at top right. A fungal did go down, but he doesn't have the army there to support it. It looks like Excal coming in, trying to pick up some of the units. A fungal does go down, and he loses so many units. And this is just perfect for Raynor with the timing, completely dominating top right. There is no way that they can survive. They are out of saves. And that's going to be GG for top right. Sorry about the camera right there. My mouse moved. And we'll see if he chooses to get that compound first. And it looks like Vince is going ahead and taking the initiative. And Emelialkov has been defeated along with his partner. Wow, what a game. Let's find out the scores here. 13,000 from Raynor. The only people that are left is top left. And I guess I got an achievement for not doing jack shit. Actually, it must have been an achievement for him, but looking at the scores, this is pretty one-sided. I mean, Raynor has almost double of what Millionaire has, and obviously less than his partner, but still quite a bit more. So I think Raynor's gonna have it. I don't think that he's gonna lose anytime soon. If he was to learn or to lose this, I mean, this would just be crazy. What's up, Rigger? Welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, this is just a regular old scrim, but Raynor is here. Our friendly Raynor from the U.S., and he is kicking ass so hard right now. It's not even funny. It's completely one-sided. Looking at the scores here once again, we have about a 26,000 combined score for Team 4 versus a 17,600 score for Team 2. And you know what that means? when you got a combined team score of over 10,000 on the other team, you're not gonna win. I mean, there's just it's gonna be crazy. Yep, Raynor's from the good old USA. He's from them good old backwaters of Kentucky. Actually, I'm not sure if he's from Kentucky. I just felt like doing that voice. So his location is unverified for now. But he is part of the good old US of A. A friend of ISIS. What? I have no idea what Boom Bap is talking about. So yeah, we're basically just sitting here waiting for Team 2 to get defeated. Yeah, there's really nothing else that's going to happen here. They're just going to get creamed. Who's the leader again? Well, let's just take a look here, and oh, look, it's Raynor. Oh man, Raynor, fuck. He's the leader. I think they're still talking about ISIS, actually. The clan, not the not the, well, you know. And it looks like the Archon is picking off just a few units. Oh my gosh, this is just... what do? You know? Except sit back and just take it. So Zell is saying, well, this just confirms that EU is actually easy. Because Raynor just took them all out. If you guys relate to the stream, he went Beatles, and he had some fantastic play early on, along with some good pressure on both top right and bottom left. So, again, great job from Raynor. I don't see them losing anytime soon. In fact, there is going to be a drop coming in from Raynor. I don't think he's going to be able to pick off the Shadow Ops, but still, this is only a matter of time, really. Especially with the Archon here. I mean, just look at those units melting. Now, with the tanks here, they do need to be a little careful. Turtle bases can win. We've seen it before. So if they're not careful, this team could catch up, but I just don't see it happening. But you never know. I mean, it's not sudden death yet. There are still 2 saviors. And as long as they can kind of keep this wall here so that they can't buy any more saviors, they they could possibly save right here. Unbelievable picking off the hero there, the Archon, and also a Vortex coming down, possibly preventing the Shadow Ops from being destroyed. And, wow, just like that, the tides have turned. Wow, so now with a combined team score of 20,000 to the combined team score of 28,000,
our allies are in combat.
they have now been able to bridge the gap by a good 2,000 points, which is great. So, although bottom right has had the superior gameplay for most of the game, it would seem that by turtling, Team 2 is in it to win it. Is it going to be enough, though? I don't think so. I think as long as Team 4 holds their position here from middle, you know, the sudden death is going to come here in only 12 minutes. So, Ragey Poo. I'm sorry. Is my voice turning you on, Boom Bap? There's nothing I can do about that, buddy. That's just how it is. Your dogs are snoring, Rigger? Oh my gosh, man. Classy players, of course. I have the classiest players, man. This is war, baby. There's no class in war. Looks like the scan goes down. I think the scan might have revealed that they were going to do a drop. That might not have been a smart scan. But, oh, look. A couple of Marines coming out just scoping the area. It looks like each player doing some reconnaissance. There's 4 siege tanks. No, there's 6. 6 siege tanks. So they are really trying to hunker down. And I think what's going to happen, guys, is they're just going to wait for sudden death, which is a smart move. Oh, there. Shh, guys. Shh. Again, another scan. Stop doing those scans. You're basically just telling them that they're going to do a drop. So, stop doing that, man. just let the man do a drop. And In fact, he probably could get this drop if Raynor would stop scanning. Wait, is it Raynor? It's hard to tell because their colors are pretty similar. I think it is Vince who's scanning, and he shouldn't be doing that. He's basically just telling the enemy when he's going to be dropping. Which, how could they not know anyway? They're just sitting there in their base. But, you know, with 6 siege tanks, I don't think they're going to have a whole lot of success with the drops. Ooh, but Raynor with the mothership, he could be planning something sneaky. I like it. So is he going to do something possibly a little cheesy? Or, I mean, what is he doing? What is that animation? I don't even know what that animation does. If any EU players can tell me what the fuck this animation does. It seems to have a radius. Like, what the hell is it doing? Is that the plasma matrix? I have no idea. Maybe that's just what it does when it chills? Who knows? But I wonder if he's gonna do something sneaky sneaks. Yeah, it does look like a planet cracker. Yeah. It's definitely doing something, but perhaps that's just what it does. Maybe when it holds still, it'll like suck in energy. Maybe. It's like a passive ability. Let's check this out. What does this say? Recharge. The mini mothership is cloaking nearby allies but cannot attack. So that's what it's doing. So we can't quite see with their vision, but perhaps it's cloaking some of them. Yeah, I don't think they have vision. No, they don't. So it must be cloaking some of the units. But if that were true, then this wouldn't even show up on the radar, I don't think. That animation, though, is kind of cool. I like it. But it's not able to attack. Apparently it's a toggle. Maybe we can see... No, we can't even see the cloaking for him. That's so weird. You can't even see which units that it's cloaking. Whatever. Alright guys, so basically we're just gonna chill here for the next 4 minutes, I guess. Just waiting for that sudden death. Oh boy, so much action, guys. I know the people at home are just super entertained by this tense moment. This is the tensest moment in MA history. I mean, guys, anything could happen. I think they should try to snipe Millionaire, honestly. I think they could do it. I think they should do it. Oh, looks like Raynor's attacking some of his own units. That's nice. It's about the most action we've seen here in a while. Trying to free up some supply. What could he be freeing up for? I wonder. Is he getting a hero? Like, what the fuck is he doing? I don't know. They want something. Alright, here comes a scan. Maybe they're gearing up for some... I don't know. Probably not. And there's Millionaire getting rid of some of his units. I think he's trying to just go full Phantom, as many as he can, which is probably a smart move. And I'm actually getting kind of stiff just sitting here, so I'm gonna adjust. I'll be right back. Alright, I adjusted myself a little bit. Let me know if you guys are having trouble hearing me in any way. I don't think you will, but you never know. Alright, so here we go. Sudden death. And honestly, I think they're just gonna sit. Like, they don't even have to move. They have the middle ground. I'm pretty sure they have control of all 4 towers. Yeah, this is pretty much over because they're gonna get so much money. Like, an insane amount of money. And here it goes. The trickle is already starting. This is almost like cancer. If you think about it. It's like a slow death. With their little tiny bit of money trickling in every now and again. And they certainly are spending it too. Alright, it looks like a High Templar has come in. I'm not quite sure what the hotkey is for the units. There we go. Alright, who has that High Templar? I don't even see it. I don't even see it unless they're calling the Archon a High Templar, but that doesn't make any sense. Oh well. Vince with the force field, and it looks like Excal is just super pissed, and this is a fantastic position for Vince, losing all of the units here, and I think this is going to be it. Even putting down a nuke in case they retreat, and it looks like swing and a miss for the nuke. Oh, wait. Yep, even the siege tanks just easily survive it. And I saw the High Templar yet again, though I don't know where it is. Who the hell has one? Okay, there we go. It looks like Millionaire has a High Templar. which I'm not sure if it's going to help him quite that much. There is an Archon on the field for Team 4. Excal trying to come in and make a move, but I don't think he can. Looks like Millionaire possibly wanting to do a storm on this army. We'll see if he can do it successfully. Wow. The force fields are so strong. Even the storm perfectly placed. And I mean, they're getting outclassed here, guys. There's what else can you say? Just looking at the points here. Yeah. I mean, this is a 24,000 combined team score versus, I would say, 18,500, maybe about maybe 300. I'm sorry, 38,000, not 38,000 for Team 4. So 24 to 38. What do you guys say? Who do you think will win?
Mutation complete.
I don't know, guys. I don't know who's gonna win. This is so intense. It could be anybody. What's up, Boom Bap? What do you need? What do you need, guy? Get a nice job of my girl? I think what Boom Bap is trying to say is that he just got a little lucky from his girl. Which is nice to know, Boom Bap. Thanks. I'm sure our audience is really happy to know that. Ooh, and the ghost with the EMP and the feedback from Archon. Actually, it might have just been just a pure feedback from the Archon with the snipe. I'm really not sure. I couldn't quite tell. There was so much going on. Long story short, guys. That High Templar is toast. So, is he going to get it out again? Yes, he does. But, this might be... This might be too late. I mean, really. These guys are just beating a dead horse here. I mean, look at this. One little storm. Honestly, I would love to see a nuke right here. That would be incredible. Just like if they put two nukes, one right here, one right here. Oh, were you Boom Bap? Thanks, man. Listen, when you were thinking about me, did it help you? You know, like, go faster? I assume it did. Rigger says, tell Raynor I said stop being a... Oh, it censors it. I don't even know what you said. Stop being a... Well, it was a 3-star, so ass, maybe? Stop being a fag, stop being an ass. It's something. You were saying something. But I'm not sure, because Twitch censors it. I wonder if either Vince or Raynor are watching. Listen, if you guys are watching, I want to see a nuke. Alright? The biggest nuke that you can. One right here, right? It has to be in the spot. It has to be. So one right here. And one right here. I'm sure you guys could do it. In fact, you know what would be super funny? If they dropped the nukes right there, and then they had, like, the sentinels, or whatever they're called. What are they called? The sentries. Put in force fields and made it to where nobody could move. Oh, that would be fucking hilarious. Ooh, nice EMP. Was he able to get that tower? He was. He did get. He got the anti-hero tower. It's out of energy, and that means that Vince can come in and just pick apart these troops. Look at them go down one by one. Oh my gosh! And this Archon still has a tremendous amount of energy. These guys could be in big trouble. Even using a little bit of energy on the force fields, the storm locking them in, that was fantastic. And it looks like Millionaire's High Templar was trying to get the feedback off, and I think he got it. I think he got the feedback off on the Archon. It is now out of energy. And yeah, I think that the High Templar has just a tiny bit more range than the Archon for the feedback. Which I think is the same in the US version as well. Oh my gosh, here it comes! That was awesome! I love it. The force fields to keep the army from moving. And the nuke, although there was only one nuke, and I don't approve of just one nuke. I wanted 2 nukes, but that's fine. I'll let it slide. Wow. Whew. A very, very good game. Good job, Raynor.